What's up everybody? It's Kevin back here again. So we received this HP, it's a ProBook. I think it should be a 430G3, but it is a 430. I think it's a 430G3. So it is we received it because it's not powering on. No LED power indicator when plugged in, nothing. No light is coming on right here, so definitely has a problem, an internal problem, but we're going to be checking it out right away. So let us begin. Seems to have a lot of screws out. No big deal. For those who might ask, the back panel comes out just easily, just sliding it out. Just like that. It's out and the battery is out already, so just a few more screws. We take the keyboard out. The keyboard is also held by two screws that are already missing already. I think the owner had opened up this laptop by himself, so then take out the keyboard. Definitely have a few screws down below. Definitely. That's how you easily take out the keyboard. And we do have a few screws, just like I was saying. Always keep the bottom panel screws separate from the top panel screws, and also the motherboard screws apart, so that you end up closing the machine as it was. You don't close up the machine and end up having like 5 or 2 or 3 screws remaining. Really bothers me a lot when we leave screws behind and the machine is completely closed up. So always keep them separate. It can really mess you up, especially when you're dealing with MacBooks. Mac has a tendency of using very many different screws. Mac is like 100% anti-repair, so repairing Macs is usually a nag, especially when it comes to disassembling them. Now you might be wondering why it's so quiet. I'm here on a Sunday. Decided to come out on a Sunday and just fix this laptop that came in yesterday. Supposed to be heading out to support a client, but when I arrived at the shop to pick up a few things, I decided why not try and work on it and save a bit of hours tomorrow. Hopefully it does work. I don't know if the motherboard has been tampered with. We're going to be knowing that in just a short while, and I'm also hoping that it doesn't take so much time. be leaving here at around 1. I have 30 minutes. It's now 12:36. It's around 24 minutes. Battery connector to the motherboard, out speakers connector. Hopefully you think you can see that clearly. I've broken my nails countless times trying to take out these connectors, because if you do use a tool, especially take out such connectors, or pull the wrong way. Did I pull up that connector? I don't know, maybe. I need to take out the motherboard. Comes out together with the phone, so let's see if it does come out separate. Oh yeah, it does come out with the phone. So the antennas, the fan. I can already see where the fault is. We have a, and I'm hoping that that's exactly where the problem is and nowhere else. I can see the top angle. I don't know if you can see here. We do have a cap that is corroded right here. But anyway, I'm guessing that that's exactly where the problem is. Yeah, experience tends to give you a bit of good eyes to be able to observe that. That's like, you can tell a bad capacitor by just in an instant. How to remove this, you have to be careful not to rip out the trace. It's definitely blown. And then it's 10 minutes in, and I'm hoping that this is where the problem is. We switch on my hot air machine. Get one down below. Should have the exact same capacitor, yes. And see if, and now we have to take out the capacitor very carefully, not to rip out the part, the trace or whatever. And I'm going to turn on the soldering gun to apply a bit of solder. It doesn't seem like it wants to come out in peace. Now it's out. And just like I thought, the trace is gone. So yeah, just done with the trace. So yeah, we have a little bit of work, but not that much work, since we do have a big trace. So it should be easy, should be quite easy. There's a gun. Sort of we'll be upgrading soon to much better gear, so try and hold on and do subscribe, because I need us to grow together. Do follow, do subscribe, and how about being the biggest repair channel in Africa? But first you have to start off with Kenya. You have to go all the way to East Africa. I haven't done any research whether we have other repair channels in Kenya. I know of one in Bangladesh and India. There are quite many. See what I'm talking about? Not enough heat. Wasting so much time. And our part is good. So let us proceed. Press the cap. As I was saying, I know some in India, but they're not in English. In Bangladesh, just a few in English. In the UK, we do have sewing. The electronics are repair school, yeah. In the US, we do have quite many. Someone asked me why I talk in English and stuff. And I'm going to tell that individual, maybe others who are asking. I'm Kelvin Mainamugo. I'm a Kikuyu, Kenyan, whatever. But I believe my content is watched by quite many individuals. Oh, the temperature is down, that's why it's taking so much time. I was wondering why. Yeah, it was quite low. I'd forgotten I'd reduced it. See? So you have to know your fan base, and I believe my content is watched by so many people, and when I get to do it in Swahili only, then I'm limiting myself, and I'm also like really giving someone who has a similar job or has a similar problem quite a lot of time. Like there's this guy in India. He's a really good pro in repairing. He has great knowledge in CPUs. Like the guy he has all the tools and the machinery and the experience to swap CPUs. So I'm like, I go to his Instagram and I comment like, okay, what is he saying? What is he doing? Or what fault did he find? See, that's the challenge. And we don't have power yet. Now it's time to take out the probe and see. We do have this diode right here. But they have 19 volts. How many? Yeah, they don't have. So is this guy bad or this guy? So let us try and find that, figure it out. I don't want to take so much time. Yeah, we have a short on the 19 volt rail. So is this MOSFET bad? No, it's not. MOSFET is good. Oh, I think this MOSFET is bad. So let us check it out and see whether we'll have solved, whether we still have a short or not. Let us cool it just a little. The MOSFETs do tend to fail most times. Still have a short though. Well, the short seems to be at the 19 volt rail, so let me see. Ohms mode. What could really be wrong? Do a bit of physical inspection. I'm only hoping you don't have a dead CPU. I'm really hoping. The MOSFET is good. So we have 0 ohms at the processor, and we do have 0 ohms at the processor. Did these really have to be as nasty? Okay. I'm just going to I'm going to force voltage in, and let me try and figure out the best way to do that. If you have a dead CPU, that's fine. I'm going to call it a day, but I'm really hoping that it does work out and we don't have a dead CPU. Yeah, we can bridge that so that we do 19 volts direct. Well, I don't have a voltage injector yet, but anyway, it should. I've done this before, and it does point me to the fault directly, so you can feel a pop. So forced it directly, so whatever is faulty should be overheating, or should be showing kind of funny behavior. You see this MOSFET right here? You see that? It's like it's playing around and it's flickering. And I've seen these are the VRMs that do power the processor, and sometimes they go boom, and it's really hard to identify them. And I'm thinking, my thought is that this is the bad guy. That's quite a weird behavior, and I've seen that being the solution after replacing that. I'm actually going to take it out and see if we have any positive outcome out of this. But I'm going to put back the MOSFET in a short while, but just need to confirm that that is exactly where the problem is. I've had this experience with most HPs and notebook 15s. And you see, we have an LED light. We have an LED light. That guy was a bad guy, and now we replace the bad guy. When you do have what do you call them? As I'm still raising funds for proper power supplies, like good quality power supplies, and good quality power supplies and more. Where's my wick? Here you go. So that we can do proper voltage injection. And what else am I shipping? Yeah, and the thermal camera, because this guy was definitely heating up, even though not that much heating up, but with the thermal camera you can tell, you can be able to spot it easily and not waste so much time. Put back this MOSFET since it does seem to be good. I'm like 28 minutes in. Now we replace this guy. It's 6370. Hopefully I do find him without so much time wasted. And this is 6370, 6790. I think it should be compatible. Let us proceed. thinking we're done. I want to lay the heatsink back in place so that I can test the display. Forget to put back the RAM. I will apply more. I'm going to clean up that old paste and some grease, however you want to call it. Just the screws are enough. Confirm again if it's still powering up. Yeah, we do have a light. We do have that funny chiming sound in the processor when I do connect the power. I'm hoping that it does survive for quite a while. Actually, I'm hoping that it never dies at all and it just works out fine. So connected the LCD displays and connected the power source. We have a display. Let me see. Here's the switch. I'm hoping that everything works out. So we do have an LED. Oh, there we go. A normal fan spin. We should be having a display. We should be having display. I don't know why we don't have display. We do have a fan spin. Could it be the RAM stick? Come on. Let me take out this one. It's getting on my way. Just to know the fan spins. I'm trying to see if the bottom slot works. We should have display, that I'm sure. Let me test out my own ones. So we don't have display and I don't know why. You don't have display yet. Am I not being too patient? 430s don't restart that many times. They don't restart so many times I've seen, and we don't have like the screen is more like going dark or something, like maybe indicate that the CPU, that the PC is trying to switch on or anything like that. Nothing is happening. Let me check if we have 1.4, 1.3 to the RAM supply. We don't have we do have 0.9. We do have 1 volt. Why don't we have anything here? Probably the battery. Do we have 3? Do we have 5? We do have 1.8. Do we have 5? We should be having 5, yes. 1.2, 1.3. Is the VCC core supply dead? I'm hoping not. I'm hoping not. Because I think we should be having something at this coil and also at this coil. We do have 3.3 volts at the BIOS. The RAM supply is there. This coil, we should be having something. This coil you have 0.9. At this coil you have 0.92. We have 1. At this coil we just have 0. And we also have 0 right there. Should we end it there? I think we should. And proceed tomorrow. Because I do think that probably VCC core supply probably is dead. It's good. So what could be the problem? I'm having 0 ohms at this coil, which is definitely not a good thing. So I'm thinking the CPU is dead, guys. So I'm thinking the CPU is dead. Oh, that work put. I'm thinking the CPU is dead. Kindly guys in the comments do share your thoughts on these. So I've just reassembled the laptop and it is switching on. You can see the LED lights are okay, and you can see that 1 beep to the processor, and 1 beep tells you that we have a dead CPU. Well, we can close this. This is a 430, should be a G3 probably, and it's not a fix today, so